On today's episode of Identity, eco-warrior Ella Bella Constantinides joins me for coffee. We learn more about what it means to have an ancestral calling. We help you kickstart a vegan diet with today's app. We also review a local rom-com, Confetti. And iFani wraps up the show with iingoma ezimnandi.
I am an individual with an imagination. My inner faith illuminates innovations. In a space with infinite inspiration, I was born free from all incarceration. Incredible, living infallibly, intelligent, outshine with my inner being. This is me, impeccable as ever been. I am you, you are me. This is my identity.
Uma kwaba insimbi yeshumi nakunye uyati ukuthi sesikhathi selihlelo lolihamba embili kwetenkolo nebantu labasha i-Identity. Mina eligama ngiMpumi Mbethe sitawubambisana kuyo lemizuzu lengemashumi lamathathu. Today's show is a buffet of spiritual infotainment from our guest to our regional story and of course our media reviews. Kwakho nje ukuthi uhlale unetheteke utfokotele konke lesikuphathele kona. And it all starts with our weekly celebrity coffee shop guest. Let's get the show on the road. In the past, when one spoke about environmental conservation and awareness, people often mistook you for a doomsayer. However, it has become apparent that looking after our environment is everyone's responsibility. And these days, more and more young people are beginning to play an active role in preserving our planet for future generations. Just like my guest today, she is the founder of Generation Earth, a green networking platform that seeks to develop young people who are passionate about contributing to the betterment of our environment. She's also a youth ambassador for the United Nations Environment Programme, an initiative which seeks to promote the sustainable development of the global environment. Here on Identity, environmental matters are high on our list of priorities, so we just had to have this young eco-warrior in our coffee shop to share some green tips. So we've got Ella Bella Constantinides. Welcome to Identity. Did I say your surname right?
Awesome. Perfect. I'm impressed.
I can't help but start here. Why do we have huge green shades on our, not even shades?
No, well, you know what it is it's a symbol. Mm-hmm. So every school that I go to, assemblies, workshops, conferences, mm-hmm. I make sure that I put on the green glasses. And what it is really is to remind people, they're kind of metaphoric and symbolic as mentioned, but mm-hmm. it's to remind people that everything that you look at out in the street, at work, play, school, look through green lenses. Have a look and see me as an individual. How can I participate in the environment? What can I do to better my environment? So it's really just a symbol to kind of get people laughing and break the ice, but to actually get them thinking about how do I play a role in my environment? How am I actively involved and how can I better serve the environment around me?
Have you always been like this though, Ella Bella? Growing up, take me through your childhood.
You know, we were always in the garden, you know, Saturdays, Sundays with my parents. So we were always, you know, vegetable gardening, planting trees, whatever it was. So there was always a love for the environment, for the garden, for our natural spaces. And, you know, growing up slowly but surely, you know, you become very passionate about the environment and about activism and, you know, the rights for humans and for animals as well. So, you know, I did an education degree, as you mentioned, and, you know, going through that and performance degree, you know, dramatic arts at Wits University, there was a moment where I was kind of like teaching and performing a message, and that message became clearer to me that it was environmental issues. So, you know, I started my journey in the Miss Earth South Africa. My sister was the very first Miss Earth South Africa, and, you know, attending the international, she came back and she said, we have to do something special. We have to do something that empowers a young woman to go into the environment, and we're going to do that through environmental education. So it's been a long journey, but I kind of just fell into being an activist.
And what is your role with Miss Earth currently?
I'm the educational program, you know, officer, and all the different educational programs that we run, from energy to waste management, you know, to water management. It's and energy, of course, energy efficiency, very important. We work and we develop programs for these young ladies. There's 60 nationwide currently, and we will work with them, train them, and they go out into primary schools and train young children. So I'm training the trainer, as it were.
And Ella Bella, would you say that you had a religious or spiritual upbringing?
For sure, definitely. You know, it's a beautiful thing to share with a child where they come from, what their heritage is from a cultural side as well as a religion side. So yes, I had a very strong upbringing. In the Eastern Orthodox was something that we were taught from young. You know, going to church was such a beautiful thing. It was something that we did as a family. So you know, speaking about the values and the ethos of a Christian, being a Christian, it's important to consider people and planet in everything that you do. When people are looking and when people are not looking, it's important. So yes, and just knowing and being accepting to all kinds of religions. I mean, it's important that you as a young person who goes around, you know, Africa, and I teach all kinds of people, from Muslim to, you know, cultural, you know, heritage, to, you know, Christian, to Judaism. I'm able to work with all kinds because we all have that ethos and that understanding, no matter what religion sect, to behave better as citizens, but also to take care of people and planet as well.
In my intro, I mentioned that you are the ambassador for the United Nations Environmental Program. What does that actually mean?
Can I tell you, working with the UN, any division is a whirlwind experience. It's phenomenal. I've been blessed to travel all over the world, and my role and my job is really getting young people inspired. So I work and I manage the African youth, as it were, that are also young ambassadors actively involved in their communities. I go around and I showcase what it is that these young people are doing for the environment and of course for their different communities. So I go around to conferences, workshops, gatherings, and I share that message and that fire that people are waiting for. When I first started my journey as the UN Youth Ambassador, people often said to me, you know, you go out and you speak, and I want to be a part of that. I want to be involved. How do I get involved? And so Generation Earth was born. You know, it's one of the only endorsed youth programs under the United Nations Environmental Program, and it really targets young people who have that burning question of, how do I get involved? This is the how. It's a structure. It teaches you how to get involved with your community, with your school, so that you are an active citizen, not just sitting back saying, oh, you know, give me something, or, you know, I'm waiting for something, I'm waiting. We don't wait. We get up and we go out and do it.
Going green became the buzzword, celebrities, but how do you get the average teenager?
Well, with the two programs that I run, the Miss Earth South Africa, you've got these beautiful, glamorous young ladies that go out into primary schools. They're engaging with young kids. So the ladies walk in and they're kind of like, I'll do anything you say. You know what I mean? So it's quite nice to kind of have that role model, that celebrity status as a Miss Earth South Africa, and you know, they go out and that's important. So it's not only that, but it's very much centered around you know, creating role models, creating ambassadors. So with Generation Earth, we have a lot of ambassadors, celebrity ambassadors, from your Loyisos to your you know, DJ Fresh to Catherine Grenfell, you know, Emmanuel Castus. So many different celebrities from all walks of life coming in and saying, you know what, I care about the environment, and they partner with young kids in schools, and they connect with one another, and actively get involved. So for us, it's very much centered around creating this cool brand that people want to get involved with, and it's showing them that there are possibilities, showing them, you know, entrepreneurship and ecopreneurship rather, sharing the possibilities that lie before them, giving them opportunities and saying to them, you know, you can't just grab an opportunity with one hand. You've got to grab it with two, and you've got to make it happen. Otherwise, you know, you're just sitting back while things pass you by.
Well, I want you to sit back while I play a quick game with you.
Cool.
Finish off these quotes.
Okay.
To be or
Not to be.
to infinity
And beyond.
It's not over till
The fat lady sings.
the early bird catches
The worm.
umuntu ngumuntu.
Ngabantu.
The grass is always
Greener on the other side.
whatever you touch turns
To gold.
local as
Lacquer.
every cloud has.
A silver lining.
And this one is by the famous Mahatma Gandhi. Be the change
You want to see in the world.
or Awesome. High five to you. Thank you so much for coming. That was Ella Bella. They say a nation's future lies in the hands of its youth. And with people like Ella Bella, I'm certain that the future of our environment is certainly in the right hands. We hope that you have been inspired to do your bit for the environment, even if it means starting small. Ngisacedzela lelikofi lami-ke sithatha ikhefu lemfisha ungayinzawo ngobe uma sibuya sitovakashela lelinye lijaha lelilandzela lubito lwalo. Siyabuya nyalo.
This is my identity. This is my identity.
Welcome back to Identity, the show that is the perfect companion on your journey to discovering and embracing your spiritual and cultural identity. If you just joined us, you missed out on an inspiring chat with eco-warrior and founder of Generation Earth, Ella Bella Constantinides. However, you're just in time for this week's regional story. As you know, Identity is all about showcasing the different faiths and religions that make up our beautiful rainbow nation. We recently met a young man from Eguruleni who has an ancestral calling, and he wanted to share his journey with us in order to help give our viewers some insight into what it means to be a Sangoma. Trogotela nayenza bayakhe.
This is my identity.
Ancestors are part of major life decisions in the African religion. It is through them that one finds their calling, ukutwasa, and takes on the role of a Sangoma. Before a person becomes a Sangoma, they must undergo strict training and learn many skills.
Last year, awusaphili ngathi umuntu ozohlala namafamily wakho nihlala endaweni eyi-1 uziva ngathi umuntu ongaphandle kwezinye indawo. Mangisesikolweni ngalelo ngalelo langihlupha ngalo ngathi mangibuya ngapha ngathi ngabona le ndlu le ngasuke sengichayisana nalogobela wakhona ngoba ngambona vele ngisephupheni ngiboniswa idlozi ngangumuntu okay uboniswa ezinye izinto ngingasakhona ukuthi ngibone kahle like really okungathi kukhona kule mhlawumbe ngibona nje ugogo lo ola emzimbeni wami athi isikhathi sengishiya nogobela bathi yambona ulinde wena ngale ngakhuluma nabazali kucala ukuthi mama njengoba sokuso ngizoyenza ngoba lento iyangilimaza and kwamele ngihambile ngiyothatha lo msebenzi. Asike sokufika leyo langa nge-25 December ngasho sengihamba vele sengibashiya sengiphuma vele endlini sengiza ngapha emakhosini.
Umkhulu uthwasile no-aunt uthwasile and umama liyamhlupha idlozi but ulibalekele ngibona ukuthi nje walibalekele yiyo manje sengingena ebantwaneni sengingena kuyo udabula idlozi lakhe futhi bekidlozi elimenza ukuthi asidinekele endlini angafuni uhlala nathi yabona abona ngathi khona into mhlawumbe endlini thela sithe mhlawumbe khona into emxosha endlini uthe vele masakafika athi mama sengiyongena ngase ngiyamkhulula ngathi ngiyabona ukuthi akusiza ngihlala naye endlini akazinikezela ukuthi ahlale nami endlini.
Thwasa sikhuluma ngento ukuthi ubizwa abakini bakucela ukuthi kumele uthi ufuna uthatha umsebenzi wabo and ukuthwasa ukuba nezinto ezenzakalayo kuwe empilweni yakho mhlawumbe kuthola kunesifo senhliziyo odokotela bangaboni ukuthi yini ebangela lento leyo bazi bakunikeza namaphilisi ukuthi awakusizi na kusuke kuyo amadlozi asuke angena ngaphakathi kwemzimbeni agulisa ukuthi uwanake ukuze ukuthi udlule kulesimo omele ukuthi udlule kuso.
Thina njengoba sigqoke source ngamathwasa lokho ngifakela nje bakuyibhayi ukuhlonipha ukuthi ngihlonipha ledlozi engiliphethe ngale skate kuyasho ukuthi yisengisigqokayo iseshe ngigqokile iyo le nginika ini amandla ukuthi zonke phela inkinga zami zihlala kule session zazi.
I-process kahle kahle ithatha i6 months but kuyahluka mhlambe ungaba nenkinga yokuthi uslow lena sikhona abahlala 2 years thothi inkinga isekhaya mhlambe isimo semali sona singekho but i-duration akhona nje kuba i6 months. Lobu ngoma lobu buyahluka thina singamanguni kodwa amanguni lawa ayimpande yasemanzini umuthi esiudlayo esiningi isikhathi noma kuthiwa mhlawumbe umuntu useyafa esimphilisa ngawo umuntu obuya phakathi kwamanzi. Ukugida lokhu kwamele sikwenzile ikakhulukazi ukuthi mase ngifuna ukukhuluma namadlozi, ngifuna ukubafihle bakhiphe imfihlo la ngizifihle khona. Angifuni ukuthi kuze umuntu, ngifuna kuze idlozi lizokhuluma nami.
Masuke sigida sisuke sijabulisa idlozi. Uyabona? Ngoba masilijabulisa le dlozi kuze kuyakhona ukuthi libe namandla ukuthi lokho bakufundisa kona. Ngoba bakufundisa endumbeni kuphela, bakufundisa nangaphandle. Ukuthi manje ukuthi bizo bakufundisa ukubhula, ukwazi okuningi, yabona? Uyabhula then ukwazi ukukhipha imfihlo yakho bese uyibeka la. Bese nasendumbeni still hayi ukuthi uma uyinyanga kumele ube inyanga esitikini kuphela. Kumele ube inyanga ngokulapha.
Seshe ningabalanyo akuthiwa ntitwa senaba kahle ngoba shilesha shenhlupha ashanhluphi se shibangqono la kamina.
Njoba sengilanga ngizizwa ngikhululekile and then nabo family yami nayo ikhululekile ngoba yeza ukuzongivakashela, ngiyakhululeka nje kuphela. Kodwa nginama limits wabo. Ngoba into eziningi kumele ngizenze into zamadlozi ukuthi ngikwazi ukuthi ngihlanganisane nazo.
Umuntu ongaba ithwasane akusiwo wonke umuntu. Kuba khona ukukhetheke edlozini. Idlozi likhethe libona kuba nesidingo. But kuba kuhle kakhulu mangokuthi lento uzalwa nayo from eswini.
This is my identity.
Finding one's identity includes embracing one's faith and living out one's calling, whether spiritual or otherwise. Thank you to Dabla Manzi for sharing his story. After the break, we take a look at what's trending on the media front. Today, we are reviewing an app that will help you kickstart a vegan diet. We also review the locally produced romantic comedy Confetti. We'll be right back.
This is my identity. This is my identity.
You're watching Mzansi's favorite multi-faith youth show, i-DENTITY, with me, Mpumi Mbethe. Thank you for staying with us. It's been a very diverse episode so far, having kicked off the show with an eye-opening conversation with young eco-warrior Ella Bella Constantinides. Saya eguruleni lapho sifunze khona ngekuthwasa nekuba sangoma. Nyalo siyayijika lendvo siya ku media review segment yethu. This is what's happening. Vegan diets are all the rage at the moment. From celebrities to the ordinary man on the street, more and more people want a healthy meat and dairy-free menu. If you've been contemplating going vegan, whether temporarily or permanently, today's app will help make the transition easier. It's called Vegan Diet. The Vegan Diet is a recipe app that provides an introduction to vegan eating. Designed to provide general information on meal plans for a vegan diet, this app offers 12 recipes. Each recipe has a brief description of the meal. It then gives you a list of ingredients and step-by-step preparation instructions. It also conveniently states the preparation time as well as how many servings you can expect from the recipe. From breakfast, lunch, supper and snacks, each recipe has nutritional information to help you understand what nutrients you are giving your body with each meal. For easy reference, you have the option to store your favorite recipes so you can come back to them over and over again without having to start a new search every time. If you are looking to kickstart a diet that consists of fruit, vegetables, tofu, soy, nuts, seeds and legumes as your staples, the Vegan Diet app is just for you. Download it and start feeling healthier today. From good nutrition to a healthy dose of laughter, our next review is of a locally produced romantic comedy, which is the epitome of modern-day South African relationships. It's called Confetti.
Excuse me, everybody, Mensa. I'm Lucas. I'm the Strooijonker. Welcome, everybody.
Jean and Cheryl are an unconventional couple about to get hitched. He is an Afrikaner and she is Jewish. The best man has gone on a drinking spree and forgotten to confirm the band. In an attempt to rectify his mistake, he makes a last-minute booking, and the lead singer of that band is the bride's nemesis. Adding to the already tense atmosphere, the bride's aunt and uncle, who have flown in from England to deliver the ancestral wedding ring, have gone missing.
Oh, she's not the one who broke your heart. That was me.
Hoekom is ons alweer hier, Lucas?
Jy sal nie verstaan nie.
Dit's baie goed.
Family tensions and cultural differences set the scene for a chaotic wedding.
You want to cancel?
Starring a host of top local talent, including Nico Panaggio, KCB Dolan, and Kim Engelbrecht, Confetti is an unexpected love story that will take you on a roller coaster of emotions as the couple and families face some hard truths throughout the drama-filled wedding. For a light-hearted romantic comedy with a South African twist, get Confetti at your nearest DVD store today.
It's not a day I don't regret it. How about you just try to be happy?
Lizinga likusetshenziswa kwetidzakamiva kubantu labasha abayiningizimu Afrika lisetulu kakhulu. Tuesday, the 24th of June, marks the start of SANCA's National Drug Awareness Week. This is an initiative aimed at highlighting the dangers of substance abuse and addiction, as well as to reduce the percentage of people with this problem. Let's work hard to root out this problem in our society and strive to create communities that are free from drug and alcohol abuse. Siphela njalo isiqephu salomuhla se-identity. We hope that it's added some spiritual oomph to your day. Thank you for the constant communication on our social platforms. We appreciate all the feedback. Kumbula kulula kuxhumana nathi, siyatfolakala ku Facebook, Twitter na ku Instagram. Ungasithumela ne-email ku identitytvshow@gmail.com. We wrap up the show with a track from Xhosa rapper iFani. It's a tribute to mothers called iingoma ezimnandi. From me, Mpumi Mbethe, and the Identity team, goodbye and God bless you.